Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a Firefly Executioner by me, so let's get into it. Penacony's neon lights flickered like distant stars, casting a surreal glow over the city. The streets were alive with the hum of technology, yet there was an underlying melancholy in the air. The weight of history lingered in the shadows, a reminder that even in a place so advanced, the echoes of the past could still be heard. You walked beside Firefly, your footsteps silent against the metal pathways. She was a mystery, a quiet storm of emotions, with many things that she kept hidden, if only for the sake of her script. But one thing was clear for you, and that was how much she cared for you. Her eyes, usually guarded, were softened tonight, and you couldn't help but notice the way she kept glancing at you, as if trying to find the right words for something, but unsure of how to even begin. Firefly, you started, hoping to ease the tension you both felt. What's on your mind? She hesitated, her gaze flickering to the glowing signs overhead, before returning to you. Penacony, it's beautiful, but it feels empty, doesn't it? Her voice was soft, almost a whisper, as if she feared the city itself might overhear her thoughts. You nodded, understanding what she meant. There was a certain hollowness to Penacony, a place so advanced that it seemed to have lost something fundamental along the way. It was a city of dreams, of progress, but also one of isolation. Yeah, it does, like it's missing something. You agreed, trying to catch her eyes. But I think it's more about who you're with that makes a place feel full. Firefly's eyes met yours then, and for a moment, the two of you stood there in silence, the bustling city around you fading into the background. There was a vulnerability in her eyes that you rarely saw, and it made your heart race with anticipation. You're right, she said finally. It's who you're with that matters. She paused, her lips pressing together, as if she was trying to hold back the words that desperately wanted to spill out, no matter how much she wanted to keep silent. Firefly, he reached out, gently placing a hand on her arm. If there's something, anything you want to say, you can tell me. You know I'm here for you. She hesitated, looking down at her hand, her fingers switching, as if she was internally debating whether or not to take it. After a moment, she slipped her hand into yours, her touch cool but comforting. There's something I've been meaning to tell you for a long time, she admitted, her voice barely audible over the hum of the city. You squeezed her hand, encouraging her to continue. Whatever it is, I'm listening. Firefly took a deep breath, her gaze steadying as she gathered the courage to speak her truth. I've always felt different about you, not just because of who I am and our relationship. You know, with you being from the Astral Express and I being the Stellaron Hunter. I've lied to you, and I know it made things complicated, but I'd like to think that there is no bad blood between us. She paused, her eyes searching your own for understanding, and she continued once she found it. I wasn't expecting to feel this way, though. This thing that I've been feeling, this fire in my heart, It's a bit too much. It feels like I wasn't made for it. You frowned slightly, concern creeping into your voice. What? What do you mean? She bit her lip, her grip on your hand tightening. I mean, love. I wasn't supposed to fall in love, but I did. And you just make it so easy to love you. And now I don't know what to do about it. The words hung in the air between you, raw and vulnerable. You felt your heart skip a beat, the weight of her confession sinking in. You had always known there was something special between you two, but hearing Firefly say it, hearing her admit that she loved you, was something else entirely. Firefly, you whispered, overwhelmed with emotion. You love me. She nodded, her expression a mix of fear and hope. I do. I've tried to deny it, to push it down because I thought it wasn't possible, but the more time I spend with you, the more I realize that it's the truest thing I've ever felt. Your heart swelled at her words, and how much thought and feelings were put into them, and without thinking, you pulled her into your arms. She stiffened at first, surprised by the sudden embrace, but then she melted into it, wrapping her arms around you in return. I love you too. I've loved you for so long, Firefly. I just didn't know how to tell you. She pulled back slightly to look at you, her eyes shining with unshed tears. You do? You really do? Yes, I really do. And I don't care what you think you're supposed to feel or not, or what we're supposed to be. What matters to me is what we are, and that you're here with me. Firefly's smile widened, and she tilted her head slightly, her lips brushing against yours in the softest of kisses. It was a soft kiss, quick and simple, as if she wasn't sure if she was allowed to feel this way, to do this, to want this. But he did not hesitate, kissing her right back. When you finally pulled away, you rested your forehead against hers, your breath mingling in the cool night air. We'll figure this out together, you promised. Whatever comes next, we'll face it as a team, you and me, okay? She nodded, her eyes brimming with emotion. Okay then, you and me. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope you like this video. If you want more Firefly accessory audios, you can tell me in the comments, and I'll make sure to try to create more of them. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. I'll see you later. Bye!